Okay, should be live here. Hi. So I got a bunch of administrative stuff to do today. I gotta get ready for this conference. I figured I would stream. We'll just kind of chill, and I'm gonna be making the poster on stream. I'll answer whatever the heck people want to chat about with RL. We'll have a decent time. So I just found. I got the size for the poster, 6 feet by 4 feet, but I can't actually find the old PufferLib poster, which is kind of annoying. So, kind of just gonna make something super quick and hope that it's decent enough. I think if I should just do it in Google Slides, I probably should, right? Usually you don't get something that's as nice, but you get something a lot quicker. Oh, hang on. No, I did find it. Wait. I literally just looked at this tried to find this off stream for a while, and I couldn't find it, and then I found it immediately here. Okay, so this was the old poster. Yeah, we've gone a long way since here. We can do better than this. We can definitely do better than this. So, and we have so much more stuff now, actually, don't we? NERP's 2023. 2 years. Okay, so let's just start with something. PufferLib. RLC. Could be, they say 6 feet by 4 feet. 72 by 48, is that right? Background color. Put our puffers somewhere. Actually, you're supposed to leave some margin, right? One will be vertical at what, like an inch or two? Yeah, like margin. Then one 1 inch. I don't know why I do this stuff myself. I really should just find like a good designer to just do this stuff. Like not, but it's actually very difficult to find people who you can just go, yeah, do make something good. Don't need almost as much direction as time it would take me anyways. But we have new logos and stuff since then. So this is obviously going to be way bigger. I gotta go figure out what fonts that we typically use now. What do I have on the website? Popping up reinforcement learning. that really all we have on the site? I thought we did, okay. Yeah, I forgot I made this the thing. Okay. So we have a few different ideas. Oh yeah, this is also tiny here. Let me make this a reasonable size for stream. Better. What did I call this paper anyways? Reinforcement learning at 1,000,000 steps per second. It is RLC. This is more appropriate for a site. I think we just do fast, insane, enforcement. Or do I have to do... I think maybe we stick closer to the title. I think this is closer to the title of the accepted paper. I'll put 3.0 on here as well, even though the paper was 2.0. I think that's reasonable. That we basically discuss... We'll just present what I did in 3.0. Well, we'll present what I did in 2.0, but we'll, like, update it. Because some stuff is no longer as relevant, right? Okay, so something like this. This was funny as hell. Sorry, I'll have you all puff. Let's just do this around the text, I'd say. Yeah, let's do this around the text. So I just need to come up with... I never do my posters like, most of the ones at conferences that just have a billion paragraphs of text. I think you get like 3 sentences for a poster. Let me see if I can keep them a little bit closer to what I did in 2.0. Efficient and broadly compatible simulation. So I did first-party environments, speed, I can do first-party environment, speed, and then the new algorithm stuff we'll put like third or whatever, and be like, hey, as of 3.0. Maybe we'll do it that way. Hey, YouTube folks. We're kind of just chilling and making a poster for a little bit today. Happy to chat about RL while I do this and whatever else. But yeah, the plan for today is hopefully do this. I might have to update my business cards and other crap as well. I figure I just hang out on stream, and if I finish this quickly, we will do some actual RL later. I gotta add like a feature to PufferLib that lets you quickly get data from the main process onto your environment workers. Oh, if anybody here is not stupid with design, feel free to give me suggestions. I suck at this. I kind of just do it anyways. I don't think I suck as badly as most of the posters at the very least, though. Because most of the posters are like 10 paragraphs of text that nobody's got time to read, like little tiny font, and you have no idea what the heck anything is. But I think I at least do better than that. The bar is very low. Okay, so text that we want. Hey, welcome. How's it going? Do you watch R? No, my guy. I watch like nothing. Let me see what we do next. So, fast vectorization training. Really love your stream. I'm a junior Python dev. There's too much AI in my dev, and I mess up when things get complex. Have you read my programming guide? It had some good endorsements on it. You don't have to take my word for it. You can take the word of anyone else who's endorsed it. I will link this for you. This is all my best advice in one place. I wrote this specifically because I get that question so often. And the answer is not to lean more heavily into AI. Okay, so we do something like this, yeah? So we'll do like, this is going to take up a whole bunch of space. I kind of like the idea of having, like this, like this. Be like this or something, we'll see. Yeah, something, and your name is something, that's funny. We have this. Let's go grab placeholder so I leave space for this, right? I'm gonna have to have this somewhere. Probably like down here somewhere, yeah? I'm actually gonna put Spencer on this because of the amount of work he's done and since he's gonna be here in person. He's not an author on the 2.0 paper, but if I were presenting 3.0, he would be an author because of the amount of work he's done. We're gonna add Spencer onto this. That way I don't get questions why he's presenting stuff with me. He's earned that much. Thoughts on streaming deep reinforcement learning, Dr. Joseph? Well, this is what I do. I don't know. Sometimes I end up just like, whatever. I have other stuff I have to get done that's puffer adjacent, and I may as well stream it anyways. Just hang out and chat with people while I do it. Because God knows, this stuff is like anything that's like this. I hate making posters. I hate doing like administrative stuff. I get so bored so quickly. But this also helps me not be bored. This helps me not be bored. I think, do I have... Wait, I think he meant tutorials. Wait, what would be... Who meant tutorials? I have tutorials, right? Look, if you just check on this article includes tutorials, right? Like this one includes tutorials. Because this one's literally a step-by-step guide. It's not just read this article, right? It says do this, you read, and then you build this, and this links you to stuff that tells you exactly how to do this, right? This gives you more things to read, and it gives you more things to do, and then it gives you more things to do and more things to read. So it's interactive, right? It's not just read this article and now you know RL. Right? There's actually got to be some work around it. How did you study in your PhD? I was very bored. I was like, fuck out of myself to do my stuff and still don't have enough time. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. So the tough thing in academia, right, is like you're butting up against a lot of constraints on how research is done and such that make stuff slow. My work is way faster now than it ever was before. Just the pace at which I can do things is much faster. I've also gotten better, to be fair, right? Oh, actually, I can literally just use this as the photo, can I? Is this a high enough res monitor for this? Wait, isn't there a way to, like, get a screenshot at a higher resolution? I think there is, right? Hang on, how do I do this? Don't screenshot this, you have way better samples. What would you suggest that I do? Like, I need it to be a static image. This would be the quickest way to show off all of our environments, wouldn't it? Is if I just, like, get this into, like, a couple of rows. And then print them out really big. Hi, Joseph. I'm working on our RL side on robotics for path planning. Leading it using LiDAR data and some autonomous tasks. Do you think PufferLib can help me? Or no? It depends on what type of robotics you're doing. You're probably stuck working with big, heavy frameworks and simulators for most stuff, unless you're doing your own custom environments. You can always just wrap environments for Puffer and immediately have access to all our tools. Like, it's not any harder to wrap for Puffer than it is for Gymnasium or whatever. What better samples do I have here than this? I mean, like, I could not include, I guess, a few of the simpler ones, right? Wait, run a sample env and make a short GIF, then use this image. I don't know what you mean. GIF. This needs to be static, right? Like, this is going on a physical poster. It can't be a GIF. Drone env is fire for base sample. Yeah, so I suppose that's the other thing I could do. I guess I just, like, get a bunch of screenshots. Actually, you know what I can do? I can kill two birds with one stone, because I also have to update my business cards. And here, let me show you. So this is my business card at the moment, but the back of my business card is literally just all our environments, right? So I could probably just get good high-res assets and then reuse them. Preparing presentation? No, 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 no. This is the poster, okay? So this thing here, this is just me, like, slamming together a poster real quick. Yeah, you're right. I also have to do a presentation, but I need the poster done first because I have to get that printed. Oh, I can literally just grab all these images, can I? And just, like, collage them? Single super cool? Nah, we can't just put, like, one env. The point is to show that we have all the different stuff, right? If it were, like, it would be if I were doing a neural MMO presentation, then it would be that, right? But I'm not. Okay, so let me do... On. Yeah, this will definitely then, this will double as our, Yeah, look at all these thumbnails I have, right? I should literally just be able to super quick drag these in. Like, make something cool, no? Consider using Canva. I'm not a designer. Like, this doesn't just make it look better automatically, right? Oh, this is AI slop as well. If you could tune hyperparameters of exploration, exploitation, neural data, which... Okay, so the issue with exploration exploitation is that credit assignment is like semi-hard coded by generalized advantage estimation, or in our case, puffer advantage. Like, it's not even that you need to get human neural data. It's like it you don't have the ability to learn credit assignment at all. I was thinking about this earlier today, in fact. Not this one. Ready? I'm gonna get a better drone thumbnail, I think. Better. Look at all these M's we have. Crazy not to use all this stuff, right? So actually, this ends up pretty good, doesn't it? I can kind of just move these all around. Wait, hang on. Can't be tuned and it's kind of static. Well, you can tune it, but you only have control over, like, you've got control over a couple hypers, and we have, like, it's not like you're gonna get better hypers from using human data or something. We just test all of them. Right? We have good hyperparameter sweeps. The problem is that the algorithm doesn't have sufficient degrees of freedom to express it, regardless of what data you use. This gets into harder algorithms research, though. My neural MMO 3 env. I kind of want a big neural MMO 3, don't I? I think I broke the web version though, didn't I? Like somehow this doesn't tab anymore. Yeah, somehow this doesn't tab. Heck. Like, there's not a good way to formulate that is the problem. Screenshots. I think I see it. I see it. And grab this one at least. First image of this is great, I guess. And we have this, right? Just gives you more better than this. So now I'm trying to think to what extent I want to just make a big collage versus you can just do this, right? And just add in some graphs or something down here. Oh, yeah, that is so that's so dated. And we're so much better than this now. Like, we have stuff that's way more complicated than this where the AI actually works and it's like over 10,000 times faster than this. I mean, this was like the first thing I built when I was 20 in RL. I think we just make a big collage, no? And then leave some spot for some graphs. And like have a few spotlights. Yeah, I hate having to do posters, which is why we're kind of just doing something super quick. Now, like, I don't have to actually waste my time doing posters like everyone else does. This is like I mean, you have to kind of realize as well that this is going to be like this is going to be really big when we print it because this poster is huge. Hmm. What does Canva can give me a concise like what does Canva actually do better? Like what makes this easier with Canva? Like I'm not a total moron with this, right? Like yes, I could do this in Photoshop or Illustrator or even GIMP. Just like for something of this level, it's not actually faster or easier. Like this is very basic work. I'm pretty sure just making your poster AI gen is like a shooting offense. I think you just get shot. I think that's how it works, right? I'm gonna open this thing. Okay, look. If you think this is like a cool image, but like if you think that this is a good idea to just have like an obviously AI gen poster that doesn't show any of your actual work that you've done, you're crazy. Like the shooting offense. What is this? Working on just the poster. I gotta get a better. Hang on. Let me get a better drone image. And get one real quick. It's bad enough that I do AI gen images for my articles. All right, like that's bad enough. I have the racing task set up. Oh, this is pretty cool. I can do this. think working on exploration is a waste of time. Well, I don't even know how you set that up, right? It's not that it's a waste of time. It's so far outside of what we're doing because like we train models task specific from scratch. So how do you get general purpose data that is useful for, whatever task we're training on? You see what I mean? Like how like you can't outline a concrete A to B to C to this like works, right? So why don't I just like literally take the time, go crop this. Can't let me crop. Of course it doesn't let me crop. Why would it let me crop? What the heck? Hate Windows. There used to be one that had a crop in here that's like, here it is. This has a crop in it. Actually, I'm dumb. Hang on. I know what I did wrong. Good. Go. Way better. I had some people even pay professionals. I mean, that's a reasonable thing to do, honestly. Like, this is your job. That's a totally reasonable thing to do. I've done that before for like specific design things around. It's like engineers are not designers. I don't know how to make shit look good, right? If you want to work on your thesis in the RL field, if you want to work on your thesis in RL field with your knowledge, what fields fascinate you? Well, I'm obviously going to just tell you the exact thing that I did for my thesis, right? Which is neural MMO. I'm going to tell you the exact thing that I did, right? If you ask me that way. That part of expense, no way. Dude, I pay all this stuff with my own money, right? It's a business expense. I mean, how much do you think 20 servers costs, right? Oh, during my PhD, I mean, towards the very end of it, where like I was doing, well, I've had like way worse incidents where I've ended up having to pay for shit in my PhD. Like, it's really not a big deal. You seen the US AI? Then yeah, I saw. I very briefly saw it. Some stuff actually looked pretty reasonable, which is encouraging. There's open source in there, which is good. Why is it so difficult to just arrange a reasonable collage here? Hang on. Well, let me actually get the placeholder for the other plot that I was gonna put on here. Go put our let's see. We can go put like our little command line dashboard. I guess that's probably a decent thing to do, right? Like, okay, for the person who asked, like, here's the weird thing about doing a PhD, right? It's like you get paid jack as a PhD student, but you're in like an incredibly valuable field where like you're immediately worth a huge sum. So like paying for stuff that saves you time is actually a totally reasonable thing, and like valuing your time at your stipend divided by hours is kind of insane. Oh, I should make this bigger font, shouldn't I? Let's not make that mistake. So can I just like, oh yeah, we totally can. So we'll just make big puffer, right? There we go, way better. We have this thing. Do filter. No recent. Oh, these are saved locally. Yeah. For 20 billion steps. The heck? Yeah, agent steps. There we are. Hey, I recently found your channel and thought about going into RL. Any tips on where to start? Yes. The most common question I get asked, so I have material exactly for this. You check my tab on X. Ultra Opinionated Guide to Reinforcement Learning. This links you to literally everything. And advice for programming in ML. General stuff. How much would you sell your whole library right now? You can't just sell the library because it's open source, right? It would more be wanting to acquire like the company with me included, which is a very different story. What the hell? Back to LinkedIn, whoever that is. Sure. For copyright? No, it's MIT licensed. You can do whatever you want with PufferLib. However, I can guarantee you, if you try to do PufferLib things on your own without me, it's going to cost you dramatically more than if you try to do PufferLib things with me. So, pretty much the smartest thing that companies can do trying to do like cutting edge RL is to just contract us anyways. I'm gonna get rid of these things that are like crashed. Let me think how I do this. So laggy, it's like embarrassing that it's this laggy. Can't watch live stream, I need to watch your thesis defense. Yeah, go ahead. I had fun with that presentation. I think you can pretty clearly tell by my defense that I'm having fun. Like it's pretty obvious. Okay. Gonna do this, this. Some train curves. Probably could be longer, right? What are you gonna do if someone gives you $1 billion? I mean, obviously, like, do a bunch of crazy science, right? Basically, just try to shove science as, just, like, try to shove fundamental science, starting with AI, filtering out into other areas, ahead as quickly as possible with no fucks given with regard to just about anything else. Obviously, also get myself, like, a couple of little houses or something. Not like I wouldn't spend any money on myself, but I assume you meant aside from that. Yeah, we'll get there. Like, the crazy thing is I don't actually even need 1 billion to make that happen. I think I'm, like, gonna be on a good path to doing that exactly as I'm doing right now. There we go. Why Neptune, though? Because at the moment, it's better than Wandby. They have some weird plans that sound a little sketchy for it, but at the moment, it is better than Wandby. Let's put, like, the cool ends in the corners, right? Corners in middle. Put, like, guy here, this guy down here. House full of GPUs. I mean, have you seen the, I think I posted it yesterday or whatever. We have, some GPUs. I missed this setup in Maryland. Where is it? Roll past all the random snarky replies. Oh yeah, here. This is the Maryland setup. You can see the GPUs in the back there, right? We got a bunch of desktops. We got a couple tiny boxes. And the GPUs cost much more than the fitness equipment. Alright, I'll be right back. I use the restroom real quick and we'll finish the poster. Alright. We finished poster. Wrists are all sore from deadlifts and curls and stuff. Up to a PT. All sorts of stuff messed up. Neptune is paid. They have a free account. They have free accounts at the moment, which is why I'm like allowing this to be our main thing. If they remove like the free tier entirely, then I will at the very least I'll swap our default to not be Neptune. You think getting into RL articles apply to mid-career software engineers also? You grunt work using reinforcement learning stuff like Puffer. I mean, there kind of is. There's also, I mean, it kind of just depends if you think it's cool or not, essentially. Like, it is a project in which you have a bunch of people who care about not writing crap code, right? About actually writing good code. So it is a good way to learn some general software stuff, especially lower level dev. And it's also just a cool project in general. Like it's actually easier for me to just train people with any sort of decent like systems background to do RL than it is to train scientists who just can't write any decent code to do RL. Like genuinely, it's harder to teach people programming than it is AI. AI's being good at AI is harder than being good at programming. Or other way around, being good at AI is easier than is being good at programming.